Homes have been set ablaze in an attack in Jiribam's Zairon Village. On the mother of three has purportedly been killed. According to the eyewitnesses and the account, 7 homes have been set ablaze by the by the armed attacks at 8:30 p.m. yesterday, displacing multiple families and leaving only charred remnants of what once was their village. The authorities are yet to identify the perpetrators of the attack. The community is now seeking justice and safety measures to prevent the further violence to be escalated. As families come to terms with the destruction and the loss of their lives, it in fact remains to be very concerning as to what the authorities continue to do for the victims. Listen into the snippet of the tragedy of what unfolded in Manipur's Zairon's village. All right, my colleague Nibir Deka joins me live on the broadcast. Nibir, in this very fresh incident of attacks on the village now, many have been displaced, a mother of 3 has been killed, homes have been set ablaze. What is the action by the authorities? How are the suspects and the criminals being at least now taken in custody or identified?
Well, yet another instances of Manipur violence, and yet again in the Jiribam district. Remember, Jiribam district has seen its fair share of violence earlier as well, because this is a very particular vulnerable area as its proximity to both the hills and the valleys. And yet another incident wherein houses have been set ablaze by unidentified miscreants, and also there are news of reported death of a lady in this particular areas as per the eyewitness account. So this shows you that the severity of the Manipur violence, which has gone on for more than 17 months. And although there has been sporadic instances of peace in the last few weeks or so, however, these escalations can occur at any point of time in Manipur. And yet another incident wherein more than 7 houses have been set ablaze by unidentified miscreants. Also, very interestingly, how these areas where we have seen high level of security being deployed, and even then, so these incidents are increasing. On the other hand, the Manipur police as well as the central security forces are actively monitoring the area, and there has been heavy deployment of security forces to combat or mitigate these instances. However, at the same time, we see time and again these instances of violence occurring in the state, which has gone on for now more than 17 months. And yet another incident after a gap of more than a month or so, we saw how the houses have been set ablaze in Jiribam. So these fallouts of Manipur violence continue as more and more cases come out wherein houses have been vandalized and people have died. And again, it continues in the state, which has seen its share of violence ever since the clashes broke out on May 3rd, 2023. Back to you.
All right, Nibir. As we understand, in fact, this is not the only incident that has happened in the recent times, but yet another incident where violence has been reported. Kindly detail us about the incident, the condition right now. Is the security increased in the zones which have been massively impacted? Because the security of other villagers who are surrounding that very place of the incident also remains to be a major concern for the authorities. As we speak, in fact, I believe the authorities have put some measures in place to monitor the situation on ground and to also prevent more such incidents to take place further.
Yes, the security has been heavily deployed following the incident yesterday, wherein the houses have been vandalized and by miscreants. And this Manipur situation is very complex. As such, the Manipur police, along with the central security forces, work together. And again, they have been deployed in that particular area of Jiribam. Jiribam has always been hostile ever since the violence in Manipur started. There has also been a lot of internal migration of local people in Jiribam to the Assam side of the border as well earlier. And yet again, we are seeing tensions in that particular area. The two competing populations which are going on conflicts in the last years stay in close proximity in the Jiribam district, and as such we see instances of violence in that particular area due to the proximity of the both populations of the Meitei and Kuki who live in close proximity, and as such yet another fallout of a violent incident in Jiribam, and Manipur is again on the news for the violence which has gone on for more than a year.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.